Well, hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, coming to you live for another prospecting tip of the day. As we get started, I would love to get acquainted. Go ahead and shout out below in the comments who you are, where you're tuning in from. I would love to warmly welcome you. And as always, if it's your first time watching, make sure you type in a number 1. There's so many newbies here. I would love to warmly welcome you as well. Don't forget, guys, you can share this on your team for a chance for a shout out. You want to do that little virtual viewing party. The more who know, the greater your team will grow. So share it on your team pages, share it via inbox, tag them below. I do hope this tip today helps to bless you and helps you to rock your network marketing business. Don't mind whatever's going on with the hair today. Crazy hair, don't care. But here's the thing. I am more concerned with serving you and loving you today than I am about my hair or thinking about what you think about my hair. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to talk about facing your fears and persevering. It's going to be such a powerful talk. Thank you so much, Tara, for sharing this on your team page. Thank you so much to all of the amazing rock stars. You guys are so awesome. As you're introducing yourself, I would like to introduce myself. Who am I? I am the author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. You can get it on my site at sarahrobbins.com. A lot of you guys are picking it up as welcome gifts for your newbies, putting a little note inside that says, "You rock." You get a good discount in bulk there. I'm also the creator of the audio series, The Rockstar Recruiting School, which is my whole system for network marketing success, and my leadership training, the Masterclass edition. If you buy them in a bundle, you can get CD or MP3. You get them actually at a really good discount. So I hope you guys are enjoying them. And I do have a quick question for you before we start in the training as we're waiting for more people to get here. Who's registered for September 19th? Hello. Selling for Direct Selling, our brand new summit. It's called Supersize Your Sales. I am going to be teaching you exactly how our team built to $1 billion in sales in 1 year. You're going to get specific strategies, you guys, on how to get customers and keep them happy for the long term. Hello, residual, right? Also, how to convert those customers to be your best business partners and how to build a strong, sustainable sales team for the long term. We're selling out fast. So register right away at sarahrobbins.com. It's called Supersize Your Sales. And just so you guys know, this is a brand new one. Training has never been seen before. So if you've been on one of our webinars before, this is all new stuff. You can't make it live. There's going to be a great replay, but I do hope to see you guys there. All right. So today we're going to be talking about how everything you want is on the other side of fear. You know, there's two pieces that really I work with in terms of coaching and training. It's mindset and it's skill set. It's mindset and it's skill set. But here's the truth. I believe much of our success in the network marketing profession is what lies between the ears. It's our thoughts. So today I want to talk to you guys about this today because I truly believe everything you want is on the other side of fear. You know, I remember when I started this business, I was a big bundle of doubt and fear, as I've shared with you and as I shared yesterday on how to get your fire back. I talked about how it took 3 months to recruit my first consultant. Now, I faced that fear. I persevered. I ended up recruiting over 300 into the business. I really lacked a lot of belief. I was very limited by my thinking. But I do remember my very first time that I faced fear. And I remember I was going to a cosmetics counter and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go talk to the employee, give her a compliment, strike up conversation. Here's the problem. I made it all about my agenda and not hers, right? I went in instead of thinking, how can I make a friend? I was like, how can I sell her on the business? Write down this acronym, TINY, their interests, not yours. So instead of asking her a lot of questions about herself and, going in with the mindset to make a new friend, I remember going up to her and I remember I was approaching that cosmetics counter and I pick up this bottle of skincare and I'm thinking about talking to her and I'm thinking about all the things I'm going to say to her about my business. And I remember my hands were shaking and my knees were knocking. And for the first time in my life, I saw stars. You can see stars, by the way, because I saw them. And I remember going back to my car and I remember calling my mom crying and I was like, what do? I just did the network marketing verbal vomit all over her. She looked at me with this deer in headlights. Do I go back there? Like, do I try and fix this? or do I get out of there? And I remember my mom saying, she's my sponsor in the business. I remember her saying, don't go back there. She was like, get out of there. And so I did the big ugly cry, pedal to the metal all the way home. And I remember thinking, how am I going to be successful in this business if I'm afraid to talk to people? Fear, right? Now, here's the thing. I thought I was going to die during that scenario. I remember going to my first networking event, and literally I was sweating in places I didn't know if I could sweat, because by my nature, I'm more shy, and I'm definitely not, like I call my husband the wingman. He'll go and he'll talk to anybody and strike up conversation and make new friends. That's an area that I'm learning and I'm growing. I don't want to say anything negative, but let me just say it's challenging for me. So I remember it was just like sweating out of every crevice, and I literally thought I was going to die. But here's the thing. I have yet to die doing the business. That's the good news. I'm still here. I live to tell the tale, but I'm living a beautiful life where I can live more. I can give more. I can love my life just even more. And that's because I'm choosing to live on the other side of fear. Guys, fear is a spirit. And here's the thing. You have not been given a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. How do you conquer the fear? How do you conquer the fear of making a call? The fear of rejection. What if they reject me? What are they going to say? The fear of, like for me, I did the passive prospecting. The story of the girl I didn't call because I thought, she'll see it on social media. Too afraid to call her. Somebody else did. She ended up being the #1 recruiter in the company, right? So instead of, thinking about all these things, we make up these fake fears, these fake stories in our mind. Phil and I call them fake fights, my husband and I. Oh my gosh, she's going to think this, that, or the other. She ended up thinking it was amazing. She joined. And instead of thinking about, what if, why not, right? Instead of living in the what if zone, start thinking about why not. So here's the thing. How do we conquer that spirit of fear? We conquer the spirit of fear with our confessions. And so maybe you wake up each morning and you think about these things, and as these thoughts come to mind, you start to take them captive with your words, right? Because we know our words create our world. Stop saying things like, I have anxiety. Stop saying things like, I have overwhelm. Stop saying things like, I'm afraid. Because guess what? All of those things that you're saying, that you're speaking, you are inviting in, because your words have creative power. Your words create your world. Scientists say it. Preachers say it. Literally, do you know how intricate your brain is, your body is, you guys? These words are literally creating little trails in your brain, and you're wondering why you're sick and why you're afraid and why you're overwhelmed and why you have anxiety, right? We conquer the spirit of fear with our confessions. So instead of saying and waking up every morning, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid, why not say, I don't have the spirit of fear. I have power. I have love. I have a sound mind. So our little guy, Gabriel, he has a few things that he doesn't love. He doesn't love fireworks, but by golly, it is well past the 4th of July, people. Stop setting fireworks off in the middle of the night, right? He does not love storms, and he doesn't love drones. For whatever reason, he sees the drones coming, and he does this. Okay, he doesn't do it with other things, but he doesn't want to see it. He doesn't want to hear it. There's something about him in his little 2-year-old body that is creating that fear. So we've started to say to Gabriel will say, Mommy, I'm scared. And I'll say, Gabriel, I'm not scared, and it's so sweet. He'll finish the sentence and he'll say, I brave, Mom, I brave. And he opens up his little eyes and he takes his little hands off, and we talk him through, because even at a young age, we don't want him accepting and identifying with that spirit of fear. We want him to know that he has power, he has love, he has a sound mind. So we're really working with him, even at a very young age, on his confessions. So what if this is just a question that I want to pose to you guys today. What if we viewed fear as an enemy in our life that we need to conquer, versus viewing it as a friend that we continue to allow to take up residence and to take space, right? So what if we viewed fear as an enemy to conquer during the season, and you say, you know what, I'm going to face this fear head on. I'm going to persevere. This is going to be a season of yes. And instead of saying, what if, we start saying, why not? Why not? And looking at each and every connection, looking at the season in your life as an adventure. So looking at fear is something that we're going to conquer, because it's your enemy. It's not your friend. Quit allowing fear to take up residence and take space. And we say, I'm going to conquer it during this season of life. This phone call, it's going to be an adventure. This season of the unknown, it's going to be an adventure. I'm going to have fun with it. And I don't have to figure every single thing out. So many times we worry about things that just never happen. You know, we bought a seasonal place and we're going back and forth. What are we going to do about school? We're going to do homeschool, this and that and other, whatever. I'm like, he's two. Let's go there first. Let's see what we think. Let's experience life to the fullest. Let's live out this adventure. And you know what? Hopefully at that time, we're just going to know. Instead of thinking about the what ifs, I'm going to start thinking about why not? Why not go? Why not take this adventure? We're in the season, in the place in our life where we can. If it doesn't work out, it's a house. You sell it. What if we start viewing fear as an enemy to conquer versus a friend that we've been allowing to stay for far too long? How does this relate to your business? I want you to think about your business. What if you started viewing the business differently? And you started, instead of thinking about it as a burden to somebody, a burden, you start thinking about it as a blessing. It could be their very answer to prayer, the thing that they have been hoping for and longing for, the thing that's going to give them more time for their family, the thing that's going to give them more resources to live and to give. And what if we started changing our perspective from the very beginning in terms of what are people going to say? What if we went into that phone call? Wouldn't it change the way we shared it? It would change our posture. It would change everything if we went into it saying, this could be the very thing that she's been longing for, the very thing that she's been praying for, and I cannot wait to bless her with it. Here's the truth, guys. Some of you guys have been far too afraid about what are other people going to say? What are other people going to say? What are they going to think? What are they going to say? I'm going to bring it to them. Who knows how they're going to respond? What other people think about you guys? It's none of your darn business. And guess what? You can't pay your bills with their opinion. You can't pay your bills with their opinion. If they love you enough and they're quality enough to be in your life, to influence your life, you better love me and love every part of me. If I worked as a doctor and then I went to be a teacher, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't judge. Why is my business any different? But here's the thing. Is it different? Or is that your fear? You're afraid that they're going to think, that other people are going to think that it's any different. It's no different. I love you just the same, no matter what choices you make in your life, right? If they're for the good, for your family, I love you anyway. You want those type of people in your life. For you, I want you to think about what's on the other side of your fear today. What's on the other side of your fear? It's your why. It's your heart's desire. It's a purpose. It's a plan that you have for your life. God has great things in store for you, to bless you, not to harm you, to prosper you, to give you good hope and a future. So what's on the other side of fear? It's your why. It's your why. It's those that you're meant to lead, those that you're meant to love. Your blessings, other people's blessings, are tied to your yes. They're tied to your obedience. And obedience means getting over ourself, right? And conquering that fear and persevere and walking out our why. You know, if you've got to do this, I was going to show you my phone, but I realize I'm on it right now. Put a picture of your why. Screenshot it. And add it as your home page of your smartphone. And when the phone weighs 1,000,000 pounds, I want you to look at that and be constantly reminded of your why. And guys, I want to challenge you today. Do one thing that scares you for your business. Just one thing. Make it a season of yes. And instead of thinking negatively, what if, think why not? Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to say this, or thinking, my gosh, I can't wait to share this gift with her. And watch to see when our mindset changes, our posture changes, but also too, the way people respond, it changes too. You guys agree with what I'm sharing today? It's just, I see too many people living a mediocre life because they're afraid of something. Fear is not your friend. You don't have to continue to allow it to take up residence in your life. If it's a daily affirmation, if it's a declaration, whatever it is, start writing it down and start speaking life over that situation and do a 180 in your mind. Instead of the what ifs, it's the why nots. Now, as we're closing today, I just want to remind you guys that if it's the skill set piece that you're afraid of, so many people say, yesterday when we were on the Get Your Fire Back, one of you gals, you said to me, I just don't even know, what step to take. I don't even know what to say. I don't even okay, I'll do it, but I need to know what to do. If it's the fear thing for you is a skill set thing, I just want to remind you guys, join me on September 19th. I've never done this webinar before. It's going to be so good. I've been working so hard on it for you guys and leaving no stone unturned. It's called Selling for Direct Selling, or Supersize Your Sales, when you look for it at sarahrobbins.com. I hope you guys will join me. It's how I built $1 billion sales team in one year. We did that in 1 year in sales. And I'm going to teach you guys exactly how you can learn more about it at sarahrobbins.com. Can't make it live. We're going to record it too, but I hope to see you guys there. With that, I hope today's tip, guys, truly blessed you, helped you to rock your network marketing business. The date for the webinar, September 19th. Somebody just asked that in the questions. Make sure you guys share this with your team. Share it on your team pages or in an inbox or tag them below, because I'm telling you, this is your season, guys, of conquering that spirit of fear. And I tell you what, you work on that with your team, you will be unstoppable. And for those of you asking more about September 19th, I'll post a link in the comments too. All right, guys, I hope to see you on September 19th, if not sooner, like here tomorrow, for another free prospecting tip of the day. What did you learn? Share your takeaways below. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless. Goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars.